and I can't see from these city lights. Father, take me back. All these changes my heart lacks, 'cause I've lost my roots. I need my town, and take me back to southern ground. Sister, I've lost my soul. My feet run weak and my heart's grown old, 'cause I've grown tired from this pretty light I can't see from these city lights. And brother, pick me up. I'm falling into this hole I've dug, 'cause I've lost my roots. I need my town, and take me back to southern ground. I've lost my roots, and I need my town, and I lost my way, and I can't be found, and I lost my faith. Turn me around and take me back to southern ground. I've been walking down this road, and on my own, and on my own. I've been searching to find my way, to find the path you've been traveling on. Like the trees wait for the rain to come, I feel hope in the strength of our love.
"Why are you weeping?" they asked her. Numb, Mary said, "I don't know where they put my Lord. I don't know who took him or where he is." Passion adoration to his plan, but part of it, just as he had said. Jesus said, "When you withhold forgiveness, it will be withheld. You will carry into the world this revolution I have begun."
A dammed up river of hope had been released. This was the fight of faith. There were many things in Thomas's life that he wanted to believe, but he knew that it was a dangerous thing to put his faith in something for no other reason.
So wait for me as I wait for you, and we'll find the love we've wanted to, and all come true. All come true.
How was the interaction with baby animals?
Yeah, in the home, did you see any baby animals? Did you have a mouse interaction or anything?
When the first night we got here, we took the plastic off my bed. Lo and behold, I saw little tiny dark things. I knew right straight away.
That what?
What I saw, I'm having a hard time really reliving the moment. There were rodents.
What kind do you think? What?
But you know, I like camping and I'm brave. So we took that plastic off, we took the cover off, shook that poop right off. Oh, and also we found this chewed up wood. And then upon my investigation, we found a hole in the wall. Jordan covered it up right away. There was still a hole remaining. I'm just now telling you this, but I put the book over the hole the whole time I was in there. It was a book on birds, and I knew that if I heard it fall in the night, someone must come up for me. I put it back.
Did you ever see a rodent actually see one?
No. What was your initial impression of this beautiful cabin?
Great question. I thought this cabin was a gold mine, basically, when I walked in.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So I'm trying to.
Oh, details, please.
Well, I just walked in and I thought, this is going to be my kingdom of joy for the next 3 days. And I immediately went and hid my sweet Nellas somewhere that Jordan couldn't find them.
Did he find them?
Yeah, he did. And he was eating them the rest of the trip, but that's okay. Has some other snacks I ate. I just loved the home. The bed was the most comfortable thing I've ever slept in. The creek streaming down beside me at night, the sound of that lulling me to sleep. So, what are you doing right now, Michelle?
I am day drinking. That's what I'm doing. I'm celebrating the day.
This morning, my compatriot Deidre, she and I decided to go on a small adventure. I said, "Hey Deeds, let's jump this creek." And she was like, "How sure is that side?" And I said, "It's very sure." And she leapt with abandon. And as she landed, she said, "Yeah, my parents would not have let me play with you when I was a child. They didn't let me spend the night with some other people because they stayed up too late." I was like, "Oh, I was a really good kid. I didn't stay up too late, but I did get into some adventures." So we continued on, and we made a great hike over to the hanging vine forest, which is yonder. And there's a vine forest hanging from dead trees suspended over a small creek. which we can hear just peacefully ripping in the background. And I said, hey, I bet I can swing on these. So I grabbed a vine and realized the vine went up over a dead branch and came down the other side, and I was able to grab both vines and just swing with abandon. And I swung out, and Deeds looked back and she was like, dude, you're totally swinging. I think I might want to do that. I swung way out, and then I came back. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I gotta do that again. So then this time I gave it a good old push, and I swung way out over the creek, and when I was at the apex of the arc of my swing, the limb I was suspended from broke way over at the tree, and this 40-foot branch began to fall, and then half a second later I began to fall, and I just went down for a very long time, just falling, and I landed actually in a small pool of the creek, and so I was kind of underwater, and the tree branches were falling, and but the tree branches caught on another suspended vine and just hung there about 2 inches above my submerged head, and I came up from the water like that.
Liar.
And as I threw seaweed off my glistening muscles, that didn't happen. I realized my phone might.
You realized you're
so
a merman.
I threw her, threw my phone. Now you picked up a new game while you were here. You learned some new skills.
Poker.
Oh yeah.
And I won, right?
You dominated.
At the very end, I was in the lead.
You were in the lead.
But no, she took it away.
And then I had beginner's luck.
She sure did.
Okay.
You see that? That's called a poker face. That's what that is.
That's right.
We needed this to be more of an interview.
What about your sleeping arrangements on a very big... Last night you did an amazing trick with a marshmallow and a whiskey. What was it?
I made a shot glass out of a marshmallow, toasted marshmallow. Not an original idea, stole it from my brother.
It was amazing.
It was amazing, so I'm told.
God bless Jared.
Shout out to everyone said.
Did we play any great games in the home?
I will let someone else talk about that great game. Because I was embarrassed. Because I was yelling words I've never yelled or said before in my life.
Question.
Ron?
Rolling tape.
Yes.
It's just a little bat.
Bats carry diseases.
Let me... Jordana / Jordash / Jojo / George / Jorge / Johanna said, this is an easy hike. Maybe he said moderate. Short. And I'll have to say, as an athlete, it was strenuous, but it was worth it. I did some running up that mountain. I did some skipping. And when I reached the top, I did Utahashrama Parachandama, a yoga pose at the very top. You said this place and this whole thing has a good vibe. What do you mean by
It
that?
does. It has good energy.
Okay.
What is that?
It just means it has good energy. Feels good. Good energy.
Like the
good
house,
vibes.
the actual cabin?
Yes.
Like good juju?
Good juju. Yep. Good juju. Good vibes. Good energy. Yep.
So there were these two boys, and they had been drinking, and they were driving in a pickup truck kind of out in the country, and small town, USA. They got pulled over, and the police officer knew them. And they were both completely drunk. And when the blue lights came on, the one guy was like, listen, just do what I do. Do what I do. Peel the label off your beer. They peeled the label off their beer, and they stuck it to themselves. And the officer came up, and they were both completely blitzed. The officer was like, you boys been drinking? No, sir, officer. No, sir. He's like, Billy, I know you. And I know you've got a drinking problem. Officer, you're right. But I gave it up. What do you mean you gave it up? You're drunk. I'm not, officer. I promise. I gave it up, and now I'm on the patch.
All right, Jordan. First, we're just wondering if you could tell us about when we went to the Whitehead Mountain,
Whiteside.
Whiteside Mountain.
or Whitehead Plateau, as it's referred to by some.
So overall, what is your thoughts and takeaway as we leave the weekend?
I'm sad it's over. Back to reality. But I had a really great time, and I'm so glad that you guys came with us. It made it a lot more enjoyable than I've had better time now than I ever have being here. So,
Broken that branch before. Drinking those muddy waters before. Survived it last time. I'll survive it again.